Today I'm going to be trying on all the clothes. Oh, I didn't clap. Hi! Today I'm going to be trying on all the clothes in my closet. I've been wanting to make this video since, like people were actually doing this. So all the way from back then till now, and now I'm finally doing it. We're finally here, and I would just like to thank. So for some context before we start, when most people do this, generally it seems that their aim is to try on all their clothes in order to see what fits them, what they still like, and get rid of all the things that they don't, and just try to kind of purge their closet. I today don't really have that goal. I know that going into this, there's going to be a lot of stuff in here that don't fit me perfectly, that I don't wear in like my daily clothing cycle. However, I do enjoy having a wide range of clothing for creative projects, and I don't mind having things in my closet that I don't wear all the time now or aren't in the general sort of realm of stuff that I'm really into or excited about currently, because maybe it'll come back. So there might be some stuff in here that I'm like, I don't know why I still have this, and if so, maybe I'll like post them somewhere to sell or donate them, but I'll talk a little bit more about that throughout this video. Other than that, I'm keen to reacquaint myself with what the I have in here and get some new pieces back into sort of my daily cycle, because I used to like pull out looks and I don't really do that anymore. I just kind of put clothes on my body. So hopefully this will get me more excited and reinvigorated and reintroduced to what I already have. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. So on this side of my closet, I mostly have tops. So to start off, I'm just putting on a simple pair of blue pants and we are ready to go. So I organized this side of my closet by color. So we're going to start off with green and then go across to red, and then on the bottom we have like neutrals. And we have already gotten to something that I don't wear very often. This jacket top thing is kind of too thin and too tight to wear as outerwear. I found out there isn't buttons on the sleeve, they fell off, and there aren't pockets. But then we get to something that I never wear. I don't think I've worn this since I thrifted it 3 years ago, but I still love it so much. Yeah, there's these things in my closet that I keep around because I find them so inspiring. Sort of a challenge. Okay, how can I, push myself to style this piece that I obviously find challenging and therefore wear it more? And yeah, this is definitely particularly the case with sort of my button-ups or button-downs and like the lighter outerwear, because I forget to style them. Like I usually go for either t-shirt or really light top and shorts, or fully rugged up multiple layers for winter. So now that it's autumn here in Australia, I think it's going to be my challenge to wear more of these pieces. So at this point I realized the bun had to go, and I switched to a ponytail because it was so hard to put stuff on with it, and it kept like my bun kept falling out. And also with my glasses, I had to take them off almost every time I changed, which is like every minute of the hours that it took to film this. So here is another also interesting piece. I know so far I'm only like talking about the pieces that I don't wear, but I think part of filming this that's been really exciting has been remembering and rediscovering that I have these pieces, because as you can tell, like I have a lot of clothes. You may also notice in this part of my closet that I have a lot of pajama shirts, and that's because I went through this phase where I discovered the sleepwear section of op shops and charity shops. The pieces there are usually a lot cheaper. I got a lot of these shirts for just a couple dollars. So we have some real treasures in here. This shirt that reminds me of when Katie borrows Damien's shirt in Mean Girls. This unicorn shirt from my mom. This shirt of a cat hitting the jab from my brother. And this shirt that has a stain on it, as I discovered here. Sounds about right. And this shirt that I made for my grad show. The other fun thing about doing this is that I've discovered that a lot of these clothes really make me happy, because a lot of these pieces are bought secondhand. You have to sort of like search and curate your closet yourself. So to decide to buy them, like they have to really strike a chord with sort of who you are or who you want to be in that moment. Like it's not always that deep, of course, but I think it's kind of nice that when I look at each of these pieces, they do remind me pretty vividly of who I was when I bought them and how I've changed since then. Okay, now we get to the bottom row of not even all of this side of the closet. So this houses my black, white, and brown clothing, including this one piece of YouTuber merch that I own, like the only one. This crop jumper with amazing puffy sleeves, so cute. This DIY shirt, and this Game of Thrones shirt that I got back when I loved the show. Remember that? Yeah, good times. So across my closet, I have a lot, as I mentioned, polos, turtlenecks, oversized shirts, and a lot of graphic tees as well, which you'll see a lot more of down here. And I unfortunately gave a lot of them away. The ones that I bought like during high school, you know, obviously I changed a lot and my style changed, and I didn't have sort of the outlook on fashion that I do now, and all of its like, I guess, ethical and environmental implications, ramifications. So yeah, I gave a lot of my stuff away thinking I would never want them again or need them again, but I would like love to have the tie-dye oversized shirts back that I had then, because tie-dye has come back in style, which just means that I've like appreciated it again and the look of tie-dye. I don't know, I have some fabric dye, so maybe I'll take some dye to some of these shirts. The other interesting thing to like note throughout this video is when I got these pieces, the majority I feel like are over the recent years, but I do have some pieces still from high school. So when I was discovering who I am and what my style is in high school, I was in Singapore where they had H&M and Forever 21, you know, these big fast fashion stores that had all this clothing marketed to sort of my age, like teenagers, and for like really dirt cheap prices. And so because of that, and because I had this new freedom and independence as well, and would hang out with my friends by going shopping, I bought so much clothing throughout that time. And because they were all like fast fashion brands, they of course didn't last. The fits weren't something that would carry through my wardrobe as I grew up. They were fast fashion, they're made to be disposed of, and I didn't see the potential of their purpose beyond what my style was at that moment. And I think that's part of why I'm so hesitant to just throw away things and get rid of things now. I feel like I'm living with the guilt of knowing that I just like wanted to get rid of all these like problem children that I had, because I'd bought so much from places that didn't care about making things that would last and of any sort of semblance of craftsmanship. All tea, all shade to all those fast fashion brands. And you know, knowing now that charity shops are more often than not overwhelmed with donations, so much so that they have to throw a lot of things away. It just emphasized to me the importance of being picky and supporting places producing quality work as a consumer. Okay, so we're back for day 2, and if you thought this side of the closet was done, you are mistaken, my friend, because hiding at the end are my dresses, jumpsuits, and overalls. Also, side note, this exercise is already working really well, because after recording the first half of the video, I appreciated this simple black knit turtleneck so much more. I feel like I have the tendency to overcomplicate and overthink looks with the desire to make unexpected layering choices and all that, so doing this has really made me appreciate the beauty of simple styling choices and letting a garment just sing on its own. Oh, and then I also found this shirt hung amongst my dresses, which is really cute. I mean, I don't wear it because I feel like I'm lying about who I am, but maybe this top will give me the power to become the gamer girl my partner's always wanted me to be. You'll see a theme with my short dresses. They're either slips and nightgowns, again from sleepwear sections, or frilly dresses, probably with a tiered baby doll skirt. I really love my collection of full-length overalls and dresses because I feel like they're each quite unique, and I've had some really fun styling moments with each of them, which just brings back good memories and makes me really happy. Like this lace dress and the mesh one coming up. I wasn't sure if I was going to get them because you think, how often will I wear this? But I've actually had some really great styling successes with these, and they definitely stand out. We also got some really fun hand-me-downs, including this dress that used to be my mum's. It is a stunning halter neck button-up drop waist moment with pockets, as I discovered while filming this, all in this amazing colorful toucan print. Another one from my mum, a black cheongsam covered in gold roses, and this dress that she's never worn and honestly don't think I'll ever wear either, so this one might be leaving the closet. So now we're at the grand finale for this side of the closet, the dress that I wore to my high school valedictory, which is kind of like, I don't know, senior prom, but with dinner and speeches and like awards, and no dancing. The dancing comes at the after party. So this is something that I actually designed myself and got made in Thailand when my parents were living at the time. So this incredible seamstress did such a phenomenal job. Like, the craftsmanship is beautiful, and the idea was to create something that lived up to the glamour and the importance and dress code of the night, which is like, you gotta look fancy. But with a two-piece, not only would I stand out a bit, but I'd also have gorgeous pieces that I could wear again and again. Now we ended up changing the design for the top, so it went from like this gold halter with a V-cut back to this V-neck halter, I guess, that has more of like a princessy ballerina look. And I think with these long long ties on the night. I fashioned them as sort of like a choker, which I was very into at the time. And I think now I actually prefer the other top better. I just really love the length of the crop. I think it's so flattering and fun. But either way, these 3 pieces are definitely the most expensive pieces I have in my closet. Obviously well worth it because that money went straight to the person making it, which is so often removed from our clothing experience. And again, the craftsmanship is impeccable, and these pieces I will treasure for the rest of my life. Well, I hope you enjoyed this look into my closet. As you can see, this was just half of my closet. As I was filming this and filming this and filming this, I figured it actually might be more interesting to just take some time to speak to these pieces, their stories, my style, rather than trying to rush through all of my pieces. That being said, however, if you'd like to see me go through this side of my closet, where the pants and skirts and shorts and even more tops live, let me know and maybe I'll make a part 2. As you can see, this side is one that I actually would need some reorganizing and maybe even, yeah, getting rid of some things. I don't know, we can find out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. And I'll hopefully see you next week for more adventures.